Fast forward to the grown things now. I'm working on them soul things now.
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite cousin on the internet, and we back with another video. In today's video, I'm just talk to y'all, and we just gonna chit chat about a couple of topics that I've been really wanting to talk about. And I hope you guys really enjoy it. I'm gonna show you how I achieved this makeup look. This hair, baby, this hair is just like, it's like I hate it and I love it all at the same time. I'm gonna go take some pictures because your girl ate this up. Like, I didn't even do a lot. Y'all see the purple? Can y'all see that? I hope you can. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. I also did some teeth gens. Hope y'all like them. Yeah, I hope you can see them throughout the video. I really don't know because I be trying not to just, yeah, like, you don't need to see all of my grill. That's a lot. Okay. And nothing left but to do it. I have absolutely no idea what look I want to do, so because I don't want to procrastinate, I am just going to start doing something versus nothing. I already did my eyebrows off camera. Yeah, you know, that's just kind of where we're at with it. They were looking toward from the floor up, so I did a little something to them. I'm gonna go ahead and take my 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐿 base. I'm just coating my eyelids with that base. I already had base on, but I'm just putting a little bit more just to freshen up and brighten up this under eye area. Y'all don't know it, but I've been going for a little bit. And I've been so excited to film again because I have not done a sit down video in a very, very long time. So I'm so looking forward to this. I'm also trying to stop saying that's something that I need to work on because I feel like I do say it a lot. And out of the videos I've watched on YouTube, they were just like, get used to the silence. We use and like and all these other things as filler words because we don't want to hear or think that other people want to hear silence. So I'm trying to practice that. So catch me. If I say a couple catch me. Anyway, first thing I want to talk about, y'all, literally, I'm using the L'Oreal, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade N7. Make sure you're shaking up your foundation. If you know, you know. Thank me later. I'm also going to only use my puffer brush or this thing, whatever this is called. I already primed and everything as well. I was supposed to do my eyes first. I guess we're jumping into foundation because I completely just said, oh, that's okay. The first topic I want to discuss is dating in Atlanta, because if you know, you know. Shout out to my girl Sheree for submitting the question. I asked y'all on Instagram what y'all kind of wanted me to discuss or talk about. So we're gonna talk about that first. Listen, dating in Atlanta, if you don't know, I'm like 30 minutes from Atlanta, and where I live, baby, I never see nobody. I don't never see anyone. I'm not even trying to be funny. I also hardly ever leave the house, so why would I see anybody? But when I do step out in the streets, okay, the holy sanctified streets, don't nothing be popping on. So that's just that on that. But dating in Atlanta is like, it can be very trash. I'm trying to be mindful with my words because, you know, there's power in the tongue. But dating is just not, it just has not been it as far as most of my life. Like, I have a very high caliber. I used to feel like having a high caliber, I needed to like lower my standards. Baby, I'm not lowering them for nobody. I'll stay single, and I'd rather be single than to be with somebody that's inadequate for me. So if you have high standards, keep your high standards. That's good. You keeping the dusties away. But yeah, dating in Atlanta is just not it for me at all. Like, some of these people, I'd be like, who raised you, and did you raise yourself? And after you figure out which one is which, who are you gonna be now today? Like, there's so many men who are really boys, and there's so many different people that I see that just never really seem happy, never really seem, I don't know, y'all. It's just like, for me, I'm on my business and I'm going about my day. I don't really date. Like, most people don't really fit the bill. I'll just say that. Most people really don't fit the bill, and that's just that on that. There's really nothing else about that topic. I mean, if you're in Atlanta, you already know. If you're not in Atlanta, 9 times out of 10, you already know, because people always say dating in Atlanta basically is non-existent. And I feel like dating in Georgia, period, can be non-existent. So that's just my take on that. And honestly, because I never really go anywhere, I'm just like, even when I am in the mood to date, and I'm not in the mood, but even when I'm like ready to date and God says the same, like, I don't even know where I would even go, because I hardly go anywhere and I'm really a homebody for real. I go out and I literally only see women or I only see couples. So it just be like, okay, that's good for y'all, cute, that's cute, but are you happy though? Is what I be asking myself, because sometimes people don't be looking happy. So as far as dating, I just be like, I don't really know. We're doing a light beat today. We're not doing the most. Nobody got time for all that, okay? It's Sunday. Listen, church was so good, y'all. Literally, church was so good. I'ma leave the live down below. I actually don't have a church. I watch like Elevation Church, Pastor Stephen Furtick on YouTube, and baby, he be hitting him and Sarah, Pastor Sarah Roberts. That's all I got. There's something in the middle, but your girl don't know it, so. The next thing I want to talk about is hustle culture. Like, where and when did people just say that you just gotta have this and that by this age in order to be successful? Because whoever said that, baby, we need a meeting ASAP. Because we all been going through it. It seemed like everybody just jumping and racing and trying to do this and do that and not be like this person, not be like this family member, and oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta make it, da 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 da. And like, yeah, that's all nice and dandy, but you can't let it destroy you. Like, and I'm speaking from personal experience as well, like, hustle culture can really ruin your life if you don't accept where you are, like, right now, today, and learn how to plan and organize for the future that you want. Like, God is really just showing me, like, you have to sit down and trust that I can take care of it, but also plan it out. Like, it's not gonna be no quick, fast, in a hurry, jump, skip. No. Now this powder is just like a mixture of powders. I'm using this old Patrick. Before Patrick Star came out with his own line, I don't know if y'all know, but he worked with MAC and created this like very mineralized fine powder. I just mixed it with some other powders, so I'm just trying to get rid of it because I have so many powders, y'all, literally. I'll probably show y'all on my next vlog how many powders I got, because it's just too much for me. But Pastor Stephen was basically just saying that the way God works, he's not gonna be quick, fast, and in a hurry. Like, some people have that, but some people don't. And the reality is, things are gonna happen in your life and it's gonna feel so slow. But the way God works is, it's slow, then all of a sudden it's sudden. Like, it's slow and steady. So he was basically, what I got out of it, he was basically just like, you want to be steady, you want to be consistent, you want to be steady even when you don't see anything. Be steady when you feel like giving up, basically, and God will show up for you, and it'll be sudden. But as long as you're due diligent and you keep going and trusting and having faith, like, your world will really turn around. Like, it really will, and God will really be there. And you have to trust in him, communicate with him, and just love him and know that you are loved. And sometimes I struggle with that. It was just a really good message. I don't know the exact word for word, so I don't want to steer y'all wrong. Like I said, I'll leave it down below so y'all can tune in for yourselves and see how, you know what I'm saying, see what the good Lord had to say to you. Because I feel like truly when a person experiences things, whether that's church, music, whatever, everybody interprets everything differently. So I could tell you what I got, but you might receive something different, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm just gonna leave it down below. But it was just really good. I was up in here crying, boo-hooing, y'all, praising the Lord, honey. And then I was just working on my camera settings and trying to perfect that today. And I honestly don't even care for my setup today, but guess what? Gotta get the content out. I'm not gonna let it put me down or stop me. 𝐃𝐈𝐿evian would have just gave up and went and got into bed, but I can't do it no more, and that's not me. I gotta show up, not only for y'all, but for myself, and your girl been doing it, okay? Yeah. And so that kind of brings me to my topic of just being intentional. Like, you really have to just go with things how they flow. Like, don't let things not working out exactly how you wanted deter you from getting to where you know you are gonna go and where you want to be in life, because everything takes time. Like, there is nothing that's so quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I don't understand, piggybacking off of the hustle culture, like where it has come from, where we just all have to have everything right away, and this person and that person, and it's a blessing and it's amazing for some people if they have it early, if they have it at 18, 19, 20. But baby, it's the people out here who don't have it all together, who don't have $1 million in the bank, who don't have a car, who don't have a house, who live with their parents, all these different things. I'm 28 and I still live with my mom, if you don't know, if this is your first time watching me. And at the end of the day, there's nothing to be ashamed about that. Whether you have a roommate or not, it doesn't matter. Like, if you are bettering yourself to get to a longevity of completely being better, then that is what's more important, not the flashy this and the flashy that. Like, be very intentional with your time, your money, your habits, like your body, your health, everything. Like, I've really done a 360. I was looking up a previous video that I did. I've only done one plus size haul, and I was wondering, I was looking for something in the haul because I couldn't remember what it was or whatever. So anyway, with me doing that, I was watching a video, and it's so crazy because a lot of stuff that I had said I actually am doing now, and that was 2 years ago. So it's just like, you literally, there's no time frame on when things will or will not get done. You just have to be due diligent, be intentional, and be very direct in what you want, and be encouraged anyway, and just kind of work through whatever you dealing with. Like, I know for me, when I don't work through my feelings is when I get hit the most. And it's just like, dang, if I would have just analyzed what was going on, if I would have just figured it out, I could already be through the storm by now, you know what I mean? So that's just kind of where things have kind of been for me lately, and where I try to like remember that, you know, like, things are gonna pop up. That's a part of life. Like, if you didn't have a history, if you didn't have a struggle, if you didn't have a journey, you wouldn't have nothing to look forward to in the end. So just be mindful of that and keep going, you know what I mean? And I am trying to remind myself to do this all the time and to stay in it, not against it, and keep it moving, keep it pushing. Because sometimes, baby, I be ready to tap on out. And the Lord be like, no, tap on back in. I ain't left you yet, so let's keep going. Y'all, the next thing I want to talk about, listen, Atlanta braiders. If y'all are not on TikTok, let's talk about it. So I have had so many different horror stories with Atlanta braiders. Like, they do a lot. Like, still to this day, I have not found a great Atlanta braider with like no bad experiences or no complaints or anything like that. And I am very, very, very minimal with what I get. Like, I'm not picky at all. Just make sure my middle part right, make sure I don't have no ends sticking out. That's it. Like, I don't understand. And of course that like my ends aren't skimpy looking and the braids are like full going down. That's a standard, that's a very minimum way of expecting your hair to turn out. Like, and these Atlanta braiders be doing a lot. Like, they literally require so much and then give out so little, and it's just like, it makes me want to just learn how to do everything myself, because they'll tell you don't be late, have all these different rules, and then cancel on you the day of, or the day of they don't cancel on you, they don't feel like doing your hair, so then they do a bad job because they didn't feel like doing it and they didn't want to lose the money. So now you have a bad experience, and it's literally always when you're trying to go out of town. I'm gonna tell you a quick little story. So this was back a couple years ago. I was going to LA for the first time. Baby girl, I booked with somebody who legit not kind at all. She was very rude. I came to her apartment and I had to like put in the gate code. She didn't provide any of that. I had to like call her. She didn't answer. She forwarded me. Then she texted me and there was no greeting. She was just like, da 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 is a code. Not no, hey, how you doing? Nothing. Didn't even answer the phone. Like, you saw me calling, ignoring me. This is my friend. I don't even know you, and I'm coming to your house. Like, I don't like for people to be weird like that. Like, I'm coming in your environment. You're probably already uncomfortable, but I know how to make people comfortable because I'm gonna just be myself and I'm gonna be polite. Like, you just you have to kind of play it by ear. And anyway, so with me doing this, going to the lady house, y'all, she just was so, it was just not a good experience. I don't even fully remember it all. I think I wrote it down, but I just know I found her through her doing celebrities or other YouTubers rather at the time braids, and baby, attitude was trash. I mean, so trash. Now mind you, I do have a lot of hair, but she just had a bad attitude. There was like no direction. I come into the apartment, she didn't even tell me where to sit, so I'm looking around like, where you want me to go? I'm new here, help me out. So it was just not a good experience, and the whole time I was ready to fight. I wanted to go to jail. I felt like I was gonna go to jail, so I was like, you know what, it's not that deep, I'm not even gonna do all that. And I got my hair braided, but my hair was just not done properly, and it really pissed me off at the time. And ever since then, it took me a long time to actually like go and get my hair professionally done again. And then it literally took like maybe 2.5 years, 3 years. I think I got braids last year or at the end of the year or something like that, and I had got colored, like multicolored braids for the first time. And I went to this African shop, and yeah, they were fast, but my middle part was not correct, and my hair was so broken off when I took my hair out, and I've never had that problem. And so it was just kind of like every turn it was just something, and I just got sick of it. And I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this no more. Like, I'm done. I am not about to worry about this. So I just stopped dealing with them, and I just don't recommend. Like, I would rather drive out of town and go to like North Carolina or something where they really be doing your hair really cute for real over there, and call it a day. Then what be pissing me off the most is they'll be like, oh, you gotta come wash, blow dry, yada yada yada. Oh, we don't provide the hair. You gotta get the hair. Then they're like, oh, we'll only use this type of hair. Then you sit them there like, oh no, I don't think that'll work. It's just like, do you want to have a business, or do you just want to complain and have nobody come to you? Because that's really what it be giving. So I just deal with it myself and really don't get braids. It's so hard to find a consistent person. It really is. Because it's like sometimes you'll have a great experience, then the next time it's trash. Like there's one time me and my best friend, she literally went to somebody. The girl did a phenomenal job. Then my best friend like told me about her, and we were gonna go together. So we both had appointments, and the day of our appointment we had like the same day. The lady took our deposits, never said anything, didn't even say like, I don't think we had the address or something yet. She was like, the day of the appointment they'll give you everything, which I also don't like. And because people be, I feel like it's like they don't think about, okay, yeah, you may not want somebody to have your address right like soon enough, because people crazy. Like somebody could just pretend to book with you and be trying to do something else. I get that. However, why would you wait a couple hours before the appointment, or not at all, and never tell the person anything? At least put the zip code. Like when I book with somebody, I always ask them for a zip code, because yeah, you don't want me to have your address, and I get that, but I need to know what time I need to leave, because I live in an area that somewhat can be busy, just like most of us. And it just be so baffling that these people like don't take that into consideration. So anyway, fast forward to the day of the appointment. We've literally put heat on our hair, blow dried our hair rather, and that's still a form of heat. So it was just a little irritating because she just went ghost. Literally, thankfully we weren't going on vacation, but like, child, people are crazy. And me, I love me some braids, but these people, they be doing so much. So if y'all know some people who are fire and are in the Atlanta area, baby, I have traveled as far as an hour to go get my hair done. I don't care. Another topic I want to talk about is literally when I go shopping, y'all, out in the public, like people be giving me death stares. Like I literally went to Target the other day, and you already, well, you probably don't know this, but if you watch my last vlog, I went to Target in that vlog, and this lady, I went to the dressing room. Now mind you, I hadn't been to Target in years. This lady she just looked at me so disgusted because I had clothes in my hand and I was a plus size female. She just looked like, ew, and none of that stuff is gonna fit you. And you know, I'm just being my natural, nice, bubbly self, and it's just, it can be very annoying when people assume the worst about you based off how you look, or based off just literally how you look. Like, I can understand me having a resting bee face, because I do. But when I do open up my mouth and you're still rude to me, at this point, you're just a rude person. It's not me, it's you. And this is not the first time this happened to me, but like, people can just be so unnecessary. And it's just like, I'm minding my business, you work here. Lady, when I went in there, y'all, she was just so rude. I found out for a fact, this lady and her daughter were literally trying on clothes, and when her daughter came out, they basically were leaving. So I ended up leaving at the same time as them. This lady was like, oh, y'all have a good day, da da da. But when I walked out, she didn't speak to me. She didn't say nothing. Just rude. And I'm just like, okay. Like, you already giving me a death stare. You looking at me like you're disgusted. But I've literally done nothing to you. So what is the problem? Because I would really love to know. And that's just how it be. Like, people can just be so bothered at you just being yourself and minding your business. That's the part that be getting me every single time. Like, I'm minding my business. Why do you care about what I'm doing? I don't care about you. Why do you care about me? Make it make sense, baby girl. I don't know. So that's kind of where that's at with that. So I just want to tell y'all, if you are plus size and you be going out in the public and people be looking at you crazy, ignore them and do what you gotta do and go where you want to go, because people are gonna stare, people are gonna look at you, people are gonna be disgusted by how you look, literally for no reason. And so, oh well, because I could have easily let that affect me, and I could have easily came home and started crying about it, or didn't like myself because she looked at me like she was disgusted with me. Baby, you ain't got to carry this body or this face or this booty. So let me tell you what, I don't care about your opinion, and I don't care about how you looking. And I just be ignoring people. I would treat you just as nice, just as sweet, no matter, even if you treat me bad. Like, I'm just not like that. Like, I can be, but I try my best not to match people how they come at me, because it's just like, then now I'm letting that affect me throughout the whole day. Because if I act how you're acting, I'm letting whatever you got going on attach itself to me, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna just be kind to you and call it a day. It's just like with customer service. Like, something I've started doing too is, instead of like having an attitude with people when you get on the phone with somebody and you need like help, or you're just calling for something, I literally talk to them as if they're the sweetest, kindest person ever, even when they're not. And I've done it like over 6 times, and every single time by the end of that phone call, the person is always actually nice and kind and sweet. And it just goes to show you and me that just don't match energy, y'all. Like, you're upset and you're bothered, and I'm just calling in because something happened with my bill, and I'm not even going off on you, AT&T customer care. What's the problem, Verizon? Can't never get in touch with nobody. Okay, I'll digress. Anyway, my hair has been falling this whole time, and I'm just like, baby girl, what's going on? And why are we having issues? Ooh, that is so, a picture? Ate that up. A picture? Ate that up. Who's screaming? Why are you screaming outside? They play too much. I am so hungry. I have not eaten all day. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all, let me zoom out. Hold on. Baby, that is my mama yelling outside. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat get ready with me. It was a little different for me, so yeah, it was just weird, like being so on track with topics. So hopefully this video turns out very, very well. But I thank you guys so much for watching. I really like my makeup. Like, I didn't do too much. 9 minus 1, what's that, 8? Oh, okay, because you did that, baby girl, you did that. So anyway, I gotta go. I'm so hungry. I have a horrible time of not eating, but that, y'all can't help me. Anyway, I mean, you could just hold me accountable. Did you eat today? No? Okay, so you're posting, but you ain't eating. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna holler at you soon enough. And I used to say something that I stopped saying, but don't forget to add a little extra to your ordinary. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.